Hello everyone, my name is Tayyab Shehzad, and today we will talk about the ideology of Pakistan. So let's get started. Here are the few contents. First, I will be giving you the introduction. Then we will discuss about what is ideology, and afterward, the ideology of Pakistan. Then we'll discuss about Quaid-e-Azam and Allama Iqbal and their efforts. The introduction. The ideology of Pakistan is primarily based on Islam. It was the two-nation theory which is at the basis of the partition of India. The two-nation theory is believed to have emerged with the birth of Islam. The two-nation theory is essentially based on the principles of Islam, as it divides the population into two nations of Muslims and non-Muslims. The difference between the two-nation theory and the ideology of Pakistan is that of time and implementation. Before the creation of Pakistan, it was called the two-nation theory, and when it achieved its purpose by partitioning India, the theory is now referred to as the ideology of Pakistan. So let's talk about ideology. The word ideology is composed of two Greek words, ideo and logos, which means the science or study of ideas. Ideology is a French word. The French philosopher Tracy used the word ideology during the French Revolution. So the definition of ideology is, as it refers to a set of ideas aiming at explaining the total reality of social, economical, political, and sometimes religious life of the people. The ideology of Pakistan. The ideology of Pakistan took shape through an evolutionary process. Historical experiences provided the base. For instance, Allama Iqbal gave it a philosophical explanation. Quaid-e-Azam translated it into a political reality, and the Constituent Assembly of Pakistan, by passing Objectives Resolution in March 1949, gave it legal sanction. But this isn't it. It was also due to the realization of the Muslims of South Asia that they are different from the Hindus that they demanded separate electorates. However, when they realized that their future in a democratic India dominated by Hindu majority was not safe, they changed their demand to a separate state. The basis of the Muslim nationhood was neither territorial nor racial. Rather, they were a nation because they belonged to the same faith, Islam. They demanded that the areas where they were in majority should be constituted into a sovereign state, wherein they could order their lives in accordance with the teachings of the Holy Quran and the Sunnah of Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. The creation of Pakistan was unique in the sense that it was based on an ideology which sought its roots from the religion of Islam. The famous slogan that was used during this period was Pakistan ka matlab kya? La ilaha illallah. The meaning of Pakistan ideology is explained as under. There are many ways of describing the Pakistan ideology. For instance, ideology of Pakistan is actually the implementation of Islamic teachings to maintain and arouse the national dignity and struggles for unity among Muslim Ummah. Islamic rule is in fact the ideology of Pakistan. The two-nation theory on the basis of Islamic philosophy in political and cultural background of the subcontinent is called the ideology of Pakistan. The ideology of Pakistan is actually the Islamic ideology, and the idea of Muslims attaining Pakistan was in fact the ideology of Pakistan. So now let's talk about Quaid-e-Azam and his efforts. He started his political career in 1906 by joining the Indian National Congress. He was elected to the Legislative Council in 1909, and in 1913 he also joined the All India Muslim League. Having some disagreements with Gandhi on the issue Swaraj, self-rule, Jinnah resigned from the Congress in 1920. His early efforts to promote Hindu-Muslim unity were materialized when the Lucknow Pact 1916 was signed. Jinnah played a very decisive role in articulating the Muslims' demands, and pursuing these faced strong opposition from the Hindus and the British as well. Now let's talk about Allama Iqbal and his efforts. Allama Iqbal was widely known as a poet, philosopher, and a politician. It is said that he was the one who paved the way for Quaid-e-Azam, who later on led the Muslims to the formation of Pakistan. Allama Iqbal focused some conditions on the Indian Muslims, which were: Islam can salvage the Muslims, Islam has always saved the Muslims, Islam is a living and dynamic ideology that can meet modern challenges, Islam to help them to overcome their internal discords and enable them to meet external challenges with spiritualism. So, after the tremendous effects of these two people and all the Muslims of the subcontinent, Pakistan emerged as a sovereign state on August 14, 1947. So, in conclusion, Pakistan came into being on the basis of Islam. It was only Islam which galvanized Muslims and lined them up behind Muslim League. Other factors, political and economic ones, also played some part in uniting Muslims to struggle for Pakistan, but Islam was the preponderant factor as it serves as a cementing force for Muslim society and is the primarily link between the Muslims the world over. This was all. Thank you for your attention. I wish you the best and goodbye.